Franklin on it. And this time it's going to be up against Evos Esports. But Nate from afar. Razia wants a piece of this and he finds Scooters. Coach Hill with the God Nate. Ray with the M590 looking for one for himself as well. They won't find the glue walls first. And quickly repositioning. Smart play out of the Indonesian Splicker. The final one standing here for the side of Red Hawks.
Impressive, this perfect frag from Kochu to set the team up for success. Red Hawks run in game 1 ends right here. That's how they've been doing it for most of the time. Earlier conflicts at Brasilia, we see Red Hawks, we see Alpha 34, and we also see Evos Divine coming out on top in this early engagement. AF only getting 1, but 1 is not enough. Kochu actually throws his body at 1-7. He needs to clutch this up, but maybe around him it's not going to be easy, and he will be cleaned up. Evos Divine off to a great start.
And Alpha 34.
Rotation from Team Falcons, finding some haven. Here comes Evos Divine, who have recollected their footstep and retraced it straight to AGAL and find 6 points, but they're on the hunt for more. Deal in the red has a revival point, but there's no time for any static movement, so Evos Divine will keep on chasing.
Oh, but Evos in trouble though. Rain Gaming rotating towards their compound at the very same time, and Evos a tad bit too busy on the hunt here, looking for the final player on the side of AGAL. Gochil will be able to spot him, misses the first shot, and the jump pad allows him to survive a little bit longer, just a slightly bit. And Rain Gaming, on the other hand, pulling the brakes instantaneously, not wanting to drop by this compound too early. Evos Divine finding...
You just really take this time, or just go for that reset. Blue wall set up, space given. Jota trying to his hardest to go a bit more aggressive, but he's gone and bit too much more than he can chew. The damage is done. Maxi tries to rally, but he's so isolated away from his teammates. The rest of Evos are able to play tag team with one another here. Kochil low, but his teammate is okay to rush up forward, go a bit more aggressive. Aim got for 1. Russia finds 1 more, but Kochil as well will be traded. But still, Evos here will be the one to be victorious in this skirmish.
Alright, only one player left here for Team
Q out. Massive damage being dealt. The blue wall will be preemptively used as the fight between Dragon and Evos now breaks out. Dragon Esports winning in terms of numbers. Evos, they don't want to go down that early, but the numbers are definitely falling down to a 1v1. Evos getting caught behind. Evos saved by Ray.
Sifu, instead of using the blue wall to block and the high ground advantage rate. M590, Metagun finds a good connection, and the Oscar breaks it down with a valiant dash, and the follow-up from Razia from nowhere. Limit will sneak away to keep the team alive at least for the time being, and aim gone. What a shot! And just like that, your reigning champions Falcons being snuffed out. Aim gone with the Woodpecker, easy shot to the head. The one final survivor on fire. Evos about to snuff out the sounds from the crowd. And with that shot, Aim God puts Falcons to rest.
You can hear the collective groans for the team.
Evos is flirting with the edge of the circle, but they do have a jump pad that they can make good work with. Lost on the other hand, 1 player down. Hanaral not gonna get picked up just yet. Ray M590 down there from afar. Saves the day, buys his team members a few extra seconds.
Great save by Aone, but
GG.
The Riptide Rhythm went wide, so those blue walls for Evos ended up being their greatest cover. That could have been a turnaround point for Evos, but I think they have just missed that opportunity. Evos scoring another big bag. And I just gotta say, with that win, they're gonna face off AGAL, but they're past the halfway point to a champion rush. And AJ, they're not stopping AGAL now on the hit list.
This is insane. They lay out the jump pad, and they hit down player after player, forcing AGAL to scramble. The grenade fighting one, Cypher. Let the man play his medkit at the very least. Ace1 hopping on in, crushing the hopes of the Thai squad. There's a vending machine here to play with. Chinoy backing away, Aim not giving up just yet. Finds the connection with the M590. And Ray comes by to say hello as well. 14 eliminations strong. Evos, what are they on?
They're definitely...
But Ray pushes on forth. asking big questions, and 590 to the glue walls. Brox has got the shot, but the valiant dash knocks him down. 2 players down on the side of Fluxo. Pops with the survival play, with the jump pad, gets out of hell's way. And Fluxo might just survive long enough for this revival. He's got 1,000 coins. He can bring 2 players back in at least.
Unbelievable.
Done their reset, but now Evos, as they fly on in to yet another firing squad. It's Pain Gaming looking for their heads, and they've got the high ground as an advantage.
Evos back for round number 2, and this time revenge is to take so sweet. Ray, Ross, they're all getting lit up, but they're not down just yet. Goose not so lucky. Koju finds it with that rage. Goose needs to bring him back up. Those blue walls will start falling one by one, brick by brick. Evos fills it back up. No, that one was that shot to keep him alive. But Evos will not let Rasia go down. This Wonder Kid belongs to them. His survival is important, and they will make sure that...
At this point of time, and Moshi is the one that's going to be a tad bit annoying, so he's going to be Gray number 1 that Kojil aims for. But he instantly backs away as Jonah shows up from the back. M590, double connection. Kojil in trouble. Riptide Rhythm assistant and get high. Sprays him down, but Aegon won't find Jonah.
Oh no.
Put the pause on to put it up.
This is not good for Buriram. If Evos wins this, not only they pull ahead and put BRU behind, but also they free up the entire southern side of the western side of the map. AJ, Get High is no more. Buriram is out. You look at the radar. There is only one team that takes over the entire western side of Solara, and once more is Evos in the best utilities. They are not going to make it easy for Falcons. If Evos clears them out, it would be a disaster. We will not see that dream rematch.
Oh, what
but for Evos, it's a dream. They are going to split Falcons. Pina already knocked out. Pina does get Ray. Maybe that's all the recovery, Koju. Good trade, but it comes down to the wire. Aimgot and Rasia still up. Ray also recovered. They only lost Koju in the process. Evos having control. It's not going to be easy unless a separate team sees Pain Gaming, which they truly understand. And the stairwell! Ray gets the Rasia actually gets nailed in the face. Ray ends up going down. Rasia is back up though. Pain Gaming making it harder for Evos. And this is the scenario that AGAL wants. And for Evos, Aimbot, Yoska, first right to Aimbot.
Kidding me?
A potential hero play that didn't end up in vain. Rasia goes in, and it's him against Peter. There is a world that Raja could make this work. It's going to start off by confirming the eliminations. Pain Gaming somehow still ends up in a 1v1. The War Melt is going to come into effect. Peter backs off.
Unbelievable play from the Wonder Kid. Not only... I don't know. It
will be the most stressful, but it will be sweet. That's how they lost last year, but it seems like that will be put on hold if Evos wins this one. They've already gotten the initial elimination onto Moshi, and that's already a pillar down.
It's a big if here because Buriram, as deadly as ever, looking for the champion rush activation. Jonah, captain, taken down. Wasana with the trade though, but Rasia very quickly puts him down onto the ground. Moshi, final player in the mix. And thankfully, managed to hightail it out of there. Was that a revival?
Deliver a second in a row. Falcons still have one more guy left. Someone can still be made a sacrifice. The scapegoat to it, but Evos, they're not gonna wait. Final rush. Fires back up for the 3rd time, but Evos, they can smell it. The victory is Damage Vitality. Evos right in front of them. Here comes the nade.
They've been out by the circle. First nade, Ray, triple. The first team to activate champion rush. And the team to end it, Rasia with the final elimination. The Wonder Kid gets the job done. 1 month short of his 3rd anniversary with Evos. The greatest.
Terima kasih sudah menonton, jangan lupa like, subscribe, dan share.